Hello and welcome to Bella Fountain TV. Just play some music while people join us, as people join us rather. Please come and say hello, say hi. Let me know you're watching. Welcome guys. Please come and like the video and share it. Hey, hey. Please come in and like the video guys. Share, say hello, let me know who's watching. Please like, say hello, say hi. Share, invite more people guys. Let's have 1 hour of good chat. Money where you give for me, give me long. For the money where you give for me long. My family they look up to me. The pains is too much for me. Please come in and say hello guys. Welcome to Bella Fountain TV. Hey, give me long. For the money where you give for me long. My family. Please share guys. I'm trying to share to a few people. For the money where you give for me. Juicy! My juiciest sis of the world. Welcome sis. I see you. Welcome, welcome. Happy new week. Please come in and share guys. Like the video. Hey. Self-care official. Welcome sis. Lily the Lily. Oh, my very own sis. Welcome my beautilicious sis. Please like the video as you come in, share, invite more people. Hey. Oh, thanks self-care. Thanks sis. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I want to know. For the money where you give for me, give me loan. For the money where you give for me loan. Please share the video guys. Like and share. For the money where you give for me loan. Oh, Lily the Lily. Drop your comment, Daddy. Drop when you get the chance to watch the video, sis. I will appreciate if you can drop your contribution in the comment section. As always, please. If you can, that would be great. Eva, Beyonce Tacinda, I'm born in the Obela Younger sis. All right, Lily, thank you so much. Grace Williams, beautiful sis. I see you. Welcome, welcome. Okay, Beyonce. Grace Williams Villa is also live. What a shame. What a shame, sis. I always plan these shows. That's why I always announce the shows like a day or so before, based on baby situations. Anyway, people can always come and watch this later. Because this was planned already. So yeah, I'm sure. I think Villa Mama's show was from 6, I think, if I saw the poster correctly, and I was meant to come in at 7. So that's fine. People can always come and watch later. So welcome everybody. Welcome. If you haven't liked the video, like the video. If you haven't shared this video, share the video. Welcome to Bella Fountain TV. If you're new to this channel, you're very much welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for even checking out the channel. I really do appreciate it. And if you find that the content we share here or we discuss with one another is something that interests you or tickles your fancy, remember to like the video and subscribe and share so we can get more people and grow the family. And for all my returning subscribers, thank you all so much. As always, I'm very grateful. I appreciate you all. I don't take your support for granted because it means a lot. Every single one of you, it means a lot. Machifao. Okay, sis. All right, Beyonce. So thank you all so much. The family is growing slowly but surely. Greeting Self-Care Official. Yes, Self-Care Official is one of my YouTube sis as well. She talks a lot about self-indulgence, looking after yourself, taking that time away. Self-love, that's very important. Things that so many of us tend to neglect. So that's a beautiful channel to always check out if you can, guys. It's very important. So today we're going to be talking about desperate brides and side chicks. Desperate brides and side chick. We're going to be talking about how our African women and girls and some men, I mean, but mostly the focus of this topic will be on young girls and women, okay, or single women, how we come across very desperate to get married and why we do that and the dangers that actually come with showing desperation, okay. We'll talk about that, but before we get into today's topic, I want us to talk, there are two posts that I really want to talk about before we dive into today's topic. But first, I need to talk about something I noticed recently. Greener pasture. All right, sis. Blanche Ingram, welcome, darling. I see you all. Thank you so much. Please like the video as you come in. Before we get into the whole situation, we talk about what I've actually witnessed recently on social media, especially our 237 YouTube space. It's very satisfying to see that a lot of people are talking about peace, coming together, staying united, spreading love instead of hate, forgiveness. So many people are using the word forgiveness. Let's forgive each other, or someone will tell you, I forgive you. People have come out to say they've forgiven people that have offended them, and people have come out to ask for forgiveness. Okay, it's very good. It's important. It's brilliant, because that's what everybody wants. That's what our community needs. And as always, there's power in forgiveness. We underestimate the power that lies in forgiveness. Maps to the wall. Welcome, darling. I see you. I see you, sis. So I want us to remember, because sometimes people feel like forgiveness is benefits the person who is asking for a forgiveness. No, okay, because when we think like that, that's the reason why a lot of us are dragging our feet to let go, because we're waiting on someone to come and ask for forgiveness, someone we feel has offended us or upset us or hurt us, to come and apologize, and we hold on to that anger, we hold them accountable, and we don't want to let go. Forgiveness is for us, for you, the victim. Please. Forgiveness is for you, if anything, than it is for the person who hurt you. Okay? Because you want to let go of all negativity. If somebody hurts you, it's okay. People feel hurt, and it's normal for people to feel hurt and betrayed by people whom they felt like they were loyal to them, or they trusted them, or they were friends with them, but they betrayed them, and so you're hurt. But are you going to keep living or surviving or hanging on to that hurt? If anything, that's causing you more harm than good. So you need to let go. Let go of the anger. Let go of the bitterness. Okay? For your sake, and not for the sake of the person who hurt you. Because if you don't let go of that anger, what you tend to realize is that person who actually offended you or hurt you has taken over control of your life. They literally are controlling every feeling or emotions that you are actually exhibiting, because your behavior or action are guided or will be guided by that hurtful action that those people actually, or the person actually did to you. And that could actually affect your relationship with other people around you. So you want to let go. And when you let go, you're gaining back control of your life. You're gaining back control of your emotion. And that's actually protecting you from having that same person reoffend or hurt you over and over again. So I applaud every single person in our community who is making that bold step to call for peace and encourage people to spread love and not hate, and encourage us to come together to stay united. So I really appreciate each and everyone. And remember, no one should force anybody to ask for forgiveness, because forgiveness, asking for forgiveness, is a conscious decision. You have to sit and think and reflect and feel like you've done something wrong and you want to make amends. And sometimes, not necessarily you haven't done something wrong, but you just want peace to reign. And you come free will to do those things and ask for forgiveness and ask for peace and ask for tranquility. That will come from a genuine place. But when you're forced to do it, those kind of forgiveness will not last long. That's why we hear cases of people asking for forgiveness and turning the next moment to hurt those same people they've come to ask forgiveness from. So let's allow people to take their time. As much as we want peace to reign, as much as we want to live in harmony, let's give people a chance. Give them the time to heal, to come to terms with their pain, to acknowledge that it has happened, and have that realization that they have to move on. Okay, we all accept apologies differently and we react to them differently, just as we get hurt differently. So that's what I wanted to talk about, forgiveness. So then let's move on to the next thing on our agenda, which will be, I will read from 2 posts that I saw online, and I want us to talk a little bit on those 2 posts before we get into today's topic. Okay, let me get this post up. The first one is from the prominent Nollywood actor / barrister Kenneth Okonkwo. I'm sure a lot of you know Kenneth Okonkwo, right? Those of you who are Nollywood movie fans like myself, well, I haven't watched Nollywood movies in a long time. So there was a post that was going on social media about Kenneth Okonkwo. So he wrote a post. That's the post I saw this post on Wendy Media. Chubby, welcome, darling. Wendy Media TV. That's a sister who is amazing, doing great things for women. So Kenneth Okonkwo, Nollywood actor and barrister Kenneth Okonkwo writes, never ever beg a woman to remain in your life. Watching in the background, yes, sis. It's okay, JC. Never ever beg any woman to remain in your life if she wants to leave, especially if you're struggling financially in life and trying hard to find your footing. The woman for you will never leave you because you're broke. She'll only leave you because you're not making efforts to better your life or because you're not serious with your life. I see a lot of young people struggling to keep a relationship they should let go. Exactly, Grace Williams says. They think it's about money. She's rejecting you and treating you like trash, and you keep giving her the small change that you're hustling hard to make. Peace person, Muma, welcome. I see you, sis. Abella Muma. No, brother, don't do that shit. Never do that. Let her go. Focus on your journey and your growth. One day you will thank me for this advice. What do you think about this advice? I think this advice is an amazing advice. And it's advice that goes to both women and men, to be honest. Okay? Because when you're in a relationship, I know people get into relationships for different reasons. Some people get in for love, some people get in for money, some people get in for fame, different reasons. But if it's not a genuine one, if you're not in that relationship because you genuinely care or have that connection with that person and you're in for the money, it's very dangerous. And that's why you see situations where people are quick to make an exit when money is not forthcoming. Okay, like what Kenneth Okonkwo is saying. And the most important thing in the relationship, if you ask my opinion, is actually, if someone is broke, right, and you can see they have a vision, they have the potential, and they're very hardworking and they're very pushful, I see no reason why any woman would want to make a quick exit. Because a good woman, be it a girlfriend, be it a wife or a fiance, will be there to support and push that person to their full potential so they can realize their dreams and successes together. Okay. I also know, I mean, this is true for men when it comes to women, but also think about when I read this post, I was also thinking, we have women who've actually sat in the relationship or marriage through thick and thin. And then when the person becomes successful, the man, they dump their wife or they start looking for a side chick. Most young girls and women are so desperate to get married without knowing what it takes to get exactly peace person. Exactly, Mama. Exactly. Okay. So what was I saying? So it's more about the person having a dream, having a drive, be focused, you know, ambitious, industrious, and all they need is a supportive partner to push them forward. And I know it's disappointing because we also know of cases where women will sit in there when there's nothing and support a man and build them up. And when money comes or when fame comes or when wealth arrives, the man now turns away and start looking at side chicks. Take, for example, the case of Yul Edochie. Okay, he's come out on social media and spoken nicely or highly of his wife, okay, and how they have been through hell, they worked through their wealth together. He had nothing when they were together, and they've worked together to build their little empire. And see what happened. See what happened. Okay, he brings a second wife. Why is the big question. So these things can go either way, but whatever the case, I would advise anyone, never go in for the money. If you don't love that person, do not risk it, because trust me, when the money will not be coming, life will be unbearable and you will want to jump out of the window. Tata Monana, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming, dear. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Thank you. So please. So then we move to the next post. This post is the one that cracked me up. You guys are going to laugh. It's either you'll find it very irritating, this post I'm going to read now, or you will find it very, how can I put it? Irritating, or you'll find it shocking. Okay, these are the two words I can actually use to describe the post. And I'm going to read. So this post I found on Bella Powers. I love to browse through the internet. I always stop to visit Bella Powers. She has great things. Beauty queen. Hola. Welcome, darling. So that's the post I got from Bella Powers of a young lady. Okay, it concerns a young lady. And the post reads, Mary, I think, well, it's in Pidgin, but the rest of it, most of it is in written English. So it says, Mary, since you don't want to leave my husband alone, I'm inviting you to come and join us in our home. I remember, let me see what peace person has written there. Let me see what peace person's written. This person says, I remember my own younger sister telling me she wanted to get married. I was so vexed in my soul, but Didn't know how to express my worries to her, because when they start to talk about love, you can't say pim. Exactly. When someone is in love, nothing you say, I mean, we've all been through it, right? Nothing you will tell them will make any sense. All they see is their life with that person, regardless of the situation. You can tell they will see black or red in the relationship, and they'll tell you it's white. And that's because of the love that they're in. Okay, they're blinded by cotton wool, love cotton wool. They cannot see anything. So yes, peace person, I totally agree with you, sis. I get it. Okay, what did Grace Williams saying? Very true, peace person. It's so difficult to advise a woman in love. Very, very difficult. Grace Williams says very difficult. Please like the video as you come in. So this is the side chick. Okay, so let me just give a story. It's a side chick receiving a letter from the main madam. So the wife has written a letter to the side chick, and it says, Mary, since you don't want to leave my husband alone, I'm inviting you to come and join us in our home. Kindly help me deliver this message to this woman. So she's talking to Bella Powers. Kindly help me deliver this message to this woman in the picture. Her name is Mary. She has been going out with my husband. The man has completely lost direction, and he no longer spends nights at home, especially weekends. We don't even expect to see him around because of her. I have tried to talk to this woman to leave him alone, but all in vain. So today, in all honesty, I am appealing to her to pack her things and move in. Let love lead. Hi, beautiful sis. I see you. Welcome. Please like the video as you come in. She said, I have tried to talk to this woman to leave him alone, but all in vain. So today, in all honesty, I'm appealing to her to pack her things and move in with us. She is very much welcome. At least this way we can be together, and my husband, we can be together, and my husband will have time for both of us, especially the kids. Don't feel shy or afraid, Mary. I'm now your big sister and will treat you with the respect you deserve. The door is open whenever you're ready. Oh my God. When I read this, first of all, I laughed. I said, if somebody's wife were to write to me, a side chick, and say, come in, my doors are open, I will treat you like my younger sister because I feel like I'm losing the battle to you, I will be so scared. I will be so scared. I will be thinking about, what has this main chick cooked up? What is in store for me? Because this sounds like, if anybody's watching Grand Lorenzo, it sounds like one of Grand Lorenzo's, what an invitation, Chubby, exactly. It sounds like one of Grand Lorenzo's stupid antiques. If they say that Ron is exactly let love lead, I will not be packing my bags. If anything, if somebody's wife were to tell me or ask me to come in like that, that's telling me to go away. That would rather make me back off, okay? Because it's not easy. Trust me. It sounds so nice and easy. If it's too good to be true, it's not true. It's not true. Okay, she can't just give up like that. And the problem is with us, the wives. This has really has nothing to do with Mary. Okay, it has to do with the husband. It doesn't matter how much you talk to Mary to leave your husband alone, and this is something that we need to understand. As much as Mary should understand that he's a married man, right? The bigger responsibility lies with the man. The bigger responsibility lies in the man in this case, especially a man that is married. Although some responsibility lies in Mary, to make sure that he stops seeing Mary. Because it doesn't matter, you can talk to Mary sometimes, but if the man is in love with Mary, there's not much you can do. That's why for some people, I would advise, if you can't take it anymore and it's going to send you insane or crazy, you need to think about an alternative way. Counseling, talk to a family member, the closest friend, people you trust, or someone you trust, not people, because trust me, you don't want a crowd when it has to do your relationship. It's very dangerous. That's why sometimes it's always good to even resolve your differences between yourselves, between you two, because a third party sometimes can be more disastrous, can even make the situation worse. And there's something that people need to realize, the main wives, that most of these side chicks, like Mary, they really don't want to come home and stay with the madam. They don't want to come home and stay because they're enjoying the perks of being a side chick. They want to stay and just be a side chick, go about doing their things, having their other affairs, and have the poor, stupid, or chicken-minded man come from time to time and shower them with money or lavish gifts. Okay, they don't want to come home, because if they come home, that will mean they have to join to do the laundry, they will have to do the mopping and look after the kids. And if Mary hasn't had a kid yet with the man, it means she will jointly raise the kids of the other woman, together. No side chick would want to do that. Every side chick's dream is to become the main chick. That's just the reality of it. So this letter, poor main wifey, if I'm the side chick, I'll be running away. I don't think it's a welcoming message, because this to me is saying, come and let me deal with you. If anything, it's not come and let's be together as sisters. It would work like that. So I want to also talk about this, and then we get into today's topic. So yes, so today's topic, before I forget, actually guys, I'm going to put a number. I'll pin a number here. This number is a Momo number for those of you who have been following me from day one, and for those of you who've been on this YouTube street for a while now. You would know a sister called Yvette Mokom. Okay, you would know a sister called Yvette Mokom. Yvette has been one of the most powerful and dedicated follower on so many platforms, and recently she's been going through some serious health challenges, and I want to, in my own way, with those of my audience, support her with the little we can. And for those who can help us, if you watch this video and you think you can help us, the Momo number I'm going to put now, it's her direct Momo number. So whatever you contribute goes to Yvette. Okay, whatever you contribute. So I'm just going to pin that number here now. You can contribute anytime. And if you can call and tell them that's for Yvette, that's fine. That's still good. So I'm going to pin the number now. Please like the video as I try and pin this Momo number for our sister, Yvette Mokom. I can't believe I'm still dealing with this cold. Exactly, peace person. We have to keep her in our prayers. Okay, as much as we want to support her financially, let's remember her in our prayers, because she really does need our prayer in this time. She needs our prayer. She's a very strong girl, strong lady. I'm telling you, when I speak with her, her positivity is what I admire the most. Honestly, there's never a dull moment with her. Even when she's going through the darkest times, she's still smiling. She's still light. Her voice is light, and lively. So she's one beautiful soul. So if we can support her in any way, please do. I really appreciate it. Nothing is too small. £1, 100 francs, £5, $5, it doesn't matter. Anything, please, for a sister. Six 733 62 709 00 237 237 6767 333 62 62 709. Perfect. And I'm going to pin that number now. Okay, good. So please, that's yes, exactly, peace person. Her energy is always is beautiful. You know, it's beautiful when I speak with her, and that's what we want in human beings. Okay, there's more to life, regardless of the situations we're going through or facing. The glass is should be half full, because there are people who are not here to even complain. So I think that's the attitude that Yvette has, which is so admirable. So yeah, so sis Yvette Moko, we're thinking about you, praying for you, and we know we will hear a good news anytime from now. And we know God is protecting you and guiding you every step of the way. Right. So let's get straight into today's topic. So today's topic is desperate brides and side chicks. Wow. I don't even know how to start this, but you hear a lot about marriages, a lot of topics about marriages. People want to get married. Marriage is something that a lot of young girls and young boys talk about or dream of, okay, when they're growing up. When you ask most of the young girls, they would say, I would like to grow up and have a family and settle down with the love of my life. Okay, and marriage, especially for us African Caribbeans, is a part of our life. Okay, it's almost like a culture. People value it a lot. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian or a non-Christian. The unit or union of marriage is highly respected in our community. Okay, and so many people crave and wish and dream to get married in near future, and that is normal. And as much as the individuals want to get married, there are so many external factors, that actually encourages or expect us as women to settle down with a man, okay, a spouse or a partner. So many, we all want to get married. And one of those things is our society. Our society, for some reason, they attribute responsibility, or they view you as a responsible woman when you are married. It's almost like you have a certain accolade when you are married. And this expectation, it's actually one of those things that prompt us young women or single women to want to get married, to want to get into a union, to want to meet a life partner, to settle down, so that we feel respected in our community. Okay, that's one of them. And the second one will be our family. Every Afro-Caribbean family, especially us, the Paysans, Cameroonians, our parents, they groom us, they grow us and nurture us. And as you grow older, they make you understand the value of family, how important it is for you to have a husband and your kids. And it's very important, because trust me, when you get old, even though the kids go away, just for the mere fact that you have people to call you and look after you, you know there's somebody who has unconditional love for you. You know, that alone make a lot of us want to get married and start a family, build a family of our own, especially when we have parents who are married themselves, and we see how we grow with our siblings, the relationship we build together, the relationship that our parents have with one another. We admire it and we want to have those same relationships. Okay, and they keep telling us that they want, if not a better relationship for us. So we grow up knowing that we need to get married someday. As well, the third thing will be friends. When you grow, you have friends, you make friends, you get older, you have dreams, you have ambitions, and amongst you girls, you have your ambitions or dreams to get married. You talk about it, you discuss it with your friends, okay? And along the way, some of those friends will get married and others would not, okay? Some of those friends will get married and others will not. And that's when we get into this part of pressure. pressure that you get from knowing that your friends are getting married and you are not having a potential suitor. And the truth is, most of this pressure we actually levy on ourselves. Most of it. Because regardless of the external factors that are pushing or influencing us to get married, we still have the power to say, I am ready or I'm not ready. I need to be careful or I need to just go head on without thinking. We have the knife and the yam to make that last call. Okay. So the fact that our society expects us to get married, our family members, our parents expect us to get married, to find a suitor, a responsible son-in-law, and our friends are all getting married, we feel like there's so much pressure. And coupled with the fact that when we're growing up, we have a certain time frame for ourselves to get married. And when that time is slowly building and we think like we are arriving that time frame and nothing is happening, we start panicking. I get 3-0 only. Beauty Queen said, I get 3-0 only. Beauty Queen, you have 3 suitors. Okay, we'll come to that actually. We'll come to this matter of suitors. Honestly, we will. We will come to that. Okay. So when a single lady or a young girl feels like they give themselves a time frame to get married in the future, and then slowly time run slowly as time is drawing closer to that time frame they've set for themselves and no one is forthcoming, they get into survivor mode. Survivor mode kicks in. The desperation spirit sets in. The panic. They feel like, oh my God, it's not going to happen to me. Okay. The fear of not getting married, the fear of being judged by your community, the fear of feeling like you've let your parents down. Okay. The fear of being laughed at by your friends or your peers sets in and you become desperate. And when you are desperate, anybody who is desperate, you are bound to make desperate decisions. Atkins Diamond, welcome sis, I see you. When you are desperate, you are bound to make desperate decisions. And most of those decisions are never nice. Okay, they're never nice. And that's the purpose for this conversation today, or this discussion. Because I see on social media, things I see recently on social media, it's very heartbreaking. Very, very heartbreaking. So many young girls desperate to get married, and they will do anything in their power to be a missus, to get a ring, to feel like they also belong to that club of married women. People go as far as dating married men, even when they're told or they know that this person is married. But out of desperation and frustration, not knowing when the next suitor is coming or is going to come, they are grabbing to anything that comes their way. Hanging on to a married person is one of those things that any single woman should be very conscious of. Okay, because you may be doing it thinking that it's good for you for that time or satisfying your selfish desires. But think about the family you're trying to wreck. We have a lot of family wreckers nowadays. People who are comfortable to wreck homes. Home wreckers. You know that somebody's married, yet you are willing to go in and start a relationship with that person. And some of us women, even these young girls, some of them are very bold. They even go to the extent of asking the married man to kick out their wives so they can come in. You as if that's not enough. You getting someone else's husband. You now request for that man to kick out their wife for you to come and be the main chick. We see it happening online. And people tend to forget that what you're doing with the married person or what that married person is doing with you, bear it in mind that if he can do it with you, he definitely can do it with another person when it comes to you. You may think, okay, I'm winning. I'm going to remove the main madam and come in. But trust me, what you have done to that family may as well happen to you. May as well happen to you. If it doesn't happen to you, it would happen to your generation, your child, your grandchild. Sometimes we are worrying why our kids are not getting married, our kids are not getting serious. But then some of you need to cast your mind back. Some of these mothers, cast your mind back. Crayfish now, David, welcome, sis. I see you. Welcome, welcome. Cast your mind back. You probably have wrecked someone's home. Okay? A happy home, every marriage has its own issues. Every marriage has its own issues. And if somebody comes to you, a man who is married comes to you and say, oh, I have an issue with my wife is this and that, and you think this is your opportunity to go in there and slide through and find a way to kick the main wife out and sit in there, opportunistic singletons, then you are fooling yourself. Desperate girls look up to such opportunities. Will look up to such opportunities. And he's going to do it. And the reality is, very often, these married men will come to you and say, oh, I have a problem with my wife. I want to divorce them. I want to separate from them and have a relationship with you. They go back and fix their relationship with their wives, and you become the fool. You become the laughing stock. You become the laughing stock. It's on this same social media that we've heard a call of somebody who says, I'm a married man with 2 kids, happily married, but they're proud to say they had an affair with somebody who really, for some reason, may have been in a deeper affectionate level with them. So many of these married women will come to you to say, married men will come to you to say, oh, I'm going to leave my wife for you. They're fooling you. 99% of the time, they're lying. They've come to get the cookie, and they get the cookie and they disappear. That's not the truth of the matter. But because you're desperate, you would take it, regardless of the treatment that they give you, you would just sit in there and carry on. And you're hoping and praying that someday things will get better. It can never get better. Not when you're wrecking someone's home out of desperation. It can definitely not get better for you. Definitely not. I've seen a comment there. Let me read the comment there I saw from Peace Person. Peace Person says, I have one friend that was so beautiful, and in her young age, she used to look only for bush fallers with big cash. Now she's so desperate that everyone is sending me messages to ask me, what's your friend up to? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Peace Person. It's very difficult for a man to leave his wife for a side chick. No, because the wife has been there. They've been through thick and thin. Especially when they have a child together. And to think of it that if a married man were to talk to me, I'll be thinking, my God, if you're doing this to your wife, even if you make me your wife, what are the chances that you're not going to treat me in the same manner in which you've treated your wife? What are the chances? Any smart person would be asking that question. But of course, if someone is desperate to get married, they will not ask. They would see it as their golden opportunity to have that man that they've so desired for all their life, or dreamt of. They will do it. They will do it. People are so desperate to get married. Some of you, even the desperation pushes us to do even things that you sit back and you wonder how a fellow human being, you see friends, 2 friends together having the time of their life, and one of them has a healthy and happy relationship, and for some reason has a slight misunderstanding with the boyfriend or fiance, and because she's been confiding in this best friend of hers, the best friend is going behind and actually poisoning the mind of her friend's fiance. Why? Because she's been sitting there and waiting for an opportunity to pounce, to kick a friend out and get into the friend's position, for fear of not getting married, or for fear of being the last one to get married, fear of being left out. Some women are so desperate that they can't even hide it, and because they want to feel or put away the shame, they buy rings for themselves. We have women walking around with rings, engagement rings, or even wedding bands when they are not married. Walking around with engagement rings and wedding bands when they are not married, just because they are desperate, or they're ashamed, or they're thinking about what the public or friends or their society or community is actually saying or judging them. We hear of people going out of their way to go to juju houses. We have had several cases. We had several cases of people going to dip their hands in messy things because they want to get charmed to go and charm a man. They want to get charmed to go and charm a man. We hear about things. We remember the days of kayamata. I don't hear it a lot on social media. This charm that women used to use, they say you rub some on your face, you use some to wash your lady garden. Very true. Oh, Kelly Makochi, welcome, darling. I see you. Welcome, welcome. It's been a while. How are you doing, sis? I hope you're doing great. Please like the video as you come in. I remember that audio where them be play and where Gaia be the ask if follow group mates if them no one get married. Exactly. Behind that voice note, I noticed that she was so desperate about getting married. People are saying, oh, are you not getting married? You need to get married for us to come and eat. Yes, a lot of them are so desperate. A lot of young girls are so desperate. You go to see a babalao, or you consult all these native doctors or spiritual doctors. Nola Mina, welcome, sis. Welcome, welcome. I see you. You go to consult these traditional doctors to give you charms, or okay, Kelly Makochi, good to know. Or you go and buy all these kayamata things that I hear people talk about a lot, that a woman can use kayamata on herself and they can control a man like a remote control. All those things, they always come to bite you back. They come to backfire. I don't believe in them personally. Okay, I don't believe in all those things, the kayamata stuff. I don't believe in them. But there are people who swear to those things. Who swear to, I remember my niece saying to me, "Auntie, this girl used kayamata on her boyfriend. And boyfriend bought her a car, an iPhone, whatever, on her birthday, and threw her this lavish party." And I had to laugh. I said, in this life, nobody gives things like that for free. A boyfriend, he knows what he's benefiting from her. He knows. Okay, so I don't believe in all this kayamata. But for those people, Lowe Doreen, welcome, sis. I see you. Welcome, welcome. For most of those people who go and they say, okay, I'm going to get a charm to charm a man out of desperation because I want to keep a man. All that things to know the world. Exactly, this person, people swear on it, sis. People swear on kayamata and all those charms. People go out of their way to drink rotten concoctions, believing that it's going to, it's going to keep a man. That doesn't work. And it's all about the mind, the power of the mind. And people need to realize that even if these things were to work, even if it were to work, for how long can you keep up with the charm? For how long will your desperation make you to feed this man with charm day in, day out? What about the day you may just forget to give him the charm and he's coming back from work and sees a woman and think, what am I doing with this person in my house? How did I find myself with this lady? But of course, if you're desperate and you're looking for desperate situations or conditions or solutions, you will not think about things like that. Your critical thinking heart will not be on to ask yourself all those questions. To ask yourself all those questions. Your friends are getting married. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to get married. Your friends getting married is not a call. Even if you're born on the same day, there's nothing like I have to get married at the same time with my friends. Even if you're, twins, conjoined twins, it does not matter. People have their time. People have their grace and blessing. It comes individually and at the right time. It comes at the right time to the right people. If your friends are getting married, it's okay. There's no need for you to put pressure on yourself to feel like you're being left out of the whole situation. Russian Ball, welcome sis. 100 gun salute, I see you. Thanks for joining. If your friends are getting married, and so what? Health and Zumba Master, welcome sis. I see you. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Yes, ladies, as you join in, ladies and gents, as you join in, you can see I've pinned a number there on my show. That number is the Momo number for our sister, Yvette Mokom. For those of you who've been on the street for a while now, the Beehives, the Positive Family, and for my followers, anybody who has been with me for a while, you would know Yvette Mokom. She's a sister to me, and she's been going through some health challenges. So I really want us to come together, rally, and support a sister. So the number I have pinned there, you see pinned, is Yvette's Momo. That's her Momo. Whatever you contribute, nothing is ever too small. It goes directly to her. So please, whatever you can, please chip in and contribute for a sister. I would really, really appreciate it. Some men are good at giving. If you meet one lucky you, give 1,000 kayamata for crayfish, for crafty. Oh. Oh my God, you see the mind? Oh my God, this is crazy. This person, you won't put me in trouble. Give 1,000 kayamata for crafty guy, go give you even 1 franc. Exactly, it will not work. For crafty person, it will not work. It will not work. So like I was saying, if your friends are getting married, that for so many people, they have that feeling of desperation. The feeling of desperation kicks in because they feel like they're going to be left out. Sometimes you hear of people saying, oh, my friend is no longer close to me because she's married now. She's not treating me like a single lady because she's married. You hear that a lot, Sometimes it's true. Most times it's not true, because I know of men who would say to their wives, I don't want to see you with your single friends anymore. And that's bad. That's bad. Unless those single friends are bad influence to the wife, I don't see any reason why a married woman will not keep her single friends. I see no reason why. Any man that would say, okay, you cannot be friends with your single friends, you are a controlling man, and that is not a good character trait for any husband material. Okay. So for most people, when their friends are getting married, they are so desperate and they want to get married, and they're looking for anything in trousers to grab. Some of them will pick up their phone and start searching for the numbers of their ex-boyfriends. For those of them that have had the 10 ex-boyfriends, they will be dialing and trying their luck from one boyfriend to another, one ex-boyfriend to another, one ex-boyfriend to another. And trust me, you know how these exes are. When you pick up that phone and you're dialing your ex-boyfriend, most of them know you're desperate. They know what you want, and some of them are very smart and they want to take advantage of you. Some of them call it their retirement benefit. They want to take advantage of you. They know that you're coming. They may not want to be with you, but they've had that one-time thing with you, and It won't cost them anything. It will not do any harm if they were to have like a fling with you and move on. And most men, trust me, okay, as much us women, we are emotional beings. We get attached. That's why when a woman cheats, a man should be very scared, because it means that that woman actually has feelings for whoever she's cheated with. Men can just go around sleeping. They don't, no emotions attached. No emotion attached. Okay, so if you're a woman and you're desperate and you go dialing the number of all your ex-boyfriend, be ready for the consequences, because you're showing your signs of desperation. And when you're going there, those men, they are like hungry wolves. Most of them will grab the least opportunity that they have. Okay, maybe it was a relationship that you probably ended up and you didn't have your goodbyes, and the guy is like, okay, this is my chance for payback, or to pay you back. And they will, come, fool you, get the cookie, and disappear. And when you show that level of desperation to a man, okay, an ex-boyfriend may think, okay, yeah, let's have a fling, let's see where it goes. It's a lie. Most of those men will treat you based on the desperation that you've exhibited or displayed. If you make yourself banana, monkeys will feed on you. That's just to say, if you're desperate, they will smell it like this, like a wolf or vulture smelling carcass or blood, and they will feed on it. And we see it a lot on social media. You hear girls crying left, right, center, because they have been so desperate to get married, and they are grabbing even to the craziest person or craziest human being. They just because they want to tell people that, oh, you made fun of me, or my friend wanted to get married, you've gotten married without me, I would get married. So it doesn't matter. Whoever it is, I'm going to be in a relationship with them because I need to get married. Desperation to get married. And you're rushing to catch up with your friends who are married. Why do you even feel like, because they've gone ahead of you, that marriage would last? Why? Sometimes the people, and it's not a race. Getting married is not a race. Auntie Titi, welcome, Auntie Titi, I see you. Getting married is not a race. Getting married is not a race. It's not who goes first. It's who can sustain and understand the complexity of marriage. So before you see your friends getting married, you're rushing and feeling desperate to get married, you need to sit back and think and ask all the right questions. Is that the right person for me? Don't just rush into the relationship because you want to pepper them gang or you want to belong. Some people will sit back and take their time and wait for their rightful partners to come. That's why you see friends that left you and they were married 10 years ago, and you see them. Lowe Doreen, you mean me or Mommy Bella? What did Doreen say? You can keep your single friends if you know what marriage is all about. You can keep your single friends if you know what marriage is all about. Exactly, Nola Mina. Yes, I don't see any reason why married women shouldn't keep their single friends. I see no reason why. Okay, you don't want to lose or forgo your very good friend or an amazing friendship because you're married, or because your husband said you're not allowed to mingle with the singletons because you're now a married woman. That's not true. There are things that you can learn from your single friends that can benefit your marriage. The fact that they're not married doesn't mean they cannot give you one or two things about marriage. Communication. Sometimes your friend will tell you to listen more. If they are those quiet ones, the quiet friends that understand the importance of, effective communication, and they can tell you that. Yes. Mama, you're late. Welcome, darling. I see you. Please like the video as you come in, guys. Like the video. You have a friend who was married before you, and then 2 years down the line, you see them on the way and you ask them, how are you? How is the family? And they tell you, I left the marriage because it was bad. So why are we rushing? Why are we so desperate to get married? It's about right timing. It's about right timing. It's not about who goes first. It's not about who goes first. And people misunderstand the importance of finding a husband. This generation, we are so focused on monies, on wealth. We are so desperate that we think like we use marriage as an exit, a financial exit, a financial solution. That's why a lot of young girls and single women are bound or focused on getting married to so-called bush fallers. Oh my days. Oh my days. The bush faller syndrome. A lot of young girls, a lot of single women, because they are so desperate, they feel like marriage is one of those things that can actually fulfill their financial dream. They want to do anything. They're desperate to make sure they get to that level. They're bound on getting a bush faller. And many a times, it never ends well. Most of these bushwallers come to you because they want to come and eat the cookies and disappear. They have their steady relationship back wherever they're coming from. Wherever they're coming from. When they come home, these bushwallers, these young girls need to understand, when bushwallers come home, those men, and you see them spending their monies, that's not the way they spend when they are in Europe, where they are based. If only they knew, my mama. If only they knew. Nola Mina said something. That's the only thing I disagree with Kobos. She says people should avoid their single friends when they get... No. I will not say that. I will disagree as well, Nola. You should not. Unless, if you understand the importance of your marriage to you, and you feel like you have a friend who has no respect for marriage or the union of marriage, then you should not be keeping such a friend. Because when you're growing up, you have friends that just want to go on living life, partying, party friends, and they see marriage as nothing. And when you're talking about, oh, I want to settle and have my family, they'll be like, oh, you're boring, oh, party pooper. Those kind of friends, those are the ones you want to avoid, okay, when you're married, because I don't think they will encourage you in any way, especially when you're having some problems or troubles in your marriage. But if you have, or if you've had friends or have friends that have been supportive of your union, of your relationship with your now partner or husband, why cut them off? Why? When they haven't done anything. Justice for the innocent. Welcome, darling. I see you. Exactly, my mama. I disagree with that. With Kobos on that. She may have her. Don't forget, guys. People make their judgments or draw their conclusion based on experience, their personal experiences. Maybe Kobos has been stung once by a friend or single friends. So it depends on the kind of friends that you keep or the experience that you may have had when it comes to single friends and your marriage. But if you have good friends and they respect you and value your marriage, they will respect their behavior around your union. The things they say or do. Okay, they will respect it. Lower Doreen, that means me and you don't finish all family members their name for gossip. No, bring me married on, darling. This person says, I remember when I wanted to get married, I had two potential people ringing songs in my ears. I was so confused that I sat in my room one day crying. I know, peace person, I know. It's not easy to make that decision, especially when you have two or more suitors coming in one go. It's very difficult. That's where you pray and ask for wisdom and guidance from your parents, especially. You sit and ask yourself what you truly want in life. The tendency for us young girls, the desperate ones, is to go for the one who is the wealthiest. Okay, the richest one is what we want to jump on, but that's always the trickiest and most dangerous decision of them all. If there's anything I fear in life, is ready-made money. I am so scared of ready-made money. You know, when I mean ready-made money, it's like a man who is filthily rich coming to get married to me. I have had suitors like that. I can't even tell you guys how many. I have had so many millionaires, but it scares me because I don't know how that money was amassed. And even if it was genuine, I don't feel like I will be given that much respect in a union when it comes to me benefiting financially. I would feel like, or I feel like if I walk into such a union, I will be a liability. And it may even question my motive for wanting to marry them. They may think, okay, yeah, they love me, I love them. At the back of their mind, they'll know. Men are not stupid. They will know that you're in for the money. They know women love money. But unfortunately, not every woman is fooled by money, or, you know. No. And that's what a lot of these young girls, single women, the mistakes that a lot of them make. Nola Mina says, I've got so many awesome friends who have been more than sisters to me. If I am married, I will keep them till something otherwise happens. Exactly. Remember, your sister is your keeper. Of course. You're right, Nola Mina. I couldn't agree more with that. I remember my elder sister sending me a text that same day. That message I will value for my life. Oh, wow. Wow, peace person. She's not even aware that message had a lot to do with my choice. There you go. There you go. And I can only imagine, peace person, what your sister would have told you in that situation. As a sister, if I put myself as an elder sister talking to my nieces, I have my nieces here. They're watching me right here. I always say to them, it's not all about the money. You're looking for somebody who cares, a family-oriented person, somebody who shows compassion, empathy, somebody who has ambition, hardworking, who is driven, who listens, who takes constructive criticism, who wants to grow and is open to try things. And you can work together. Nana Chocolate, my beautiful sis, welcome. I see you. That's the kind of person you want to marry. I'll tell you guys an experience. Let me tell you guys an experience. I had a suitor once, okay? A rich one. Before, you know, my husband, my now husband. Even when I was like engaged to my husband, I still had suitors coming, okay? Oh my God, this is so embarrassing to say, but I need to say this story because it's very funny. It's a funny story, and it's true. It's a true experience, a true life experience, okay? But what my mama said. My mama said my best friend got married 5 years before me, but I was the first person she and her husband called to when they needed advice. Exactly. And that's, you know, tells the kind of a friend or person that you are, my mama. It speaks volume of you as a friend. So, you know, so for somebody to say don't keep single friends when you're married, I would say no to that. That is not an advice I would give to somebody. Peace person, you want to hear my story. I know you're dying to hear my story. Okay. So that's why I said to you guys, I'm not moved by money. Well, if anything, if you come to, you know, to woo me or chat me, like people say, and you come with so much wealth, you will scare me away. I'm not one to be fooled with money. I'm not. So I had this suitor, right? Who was really serious and wanted to get married. It was like one of those that comes and sees you and wants to get married straight away. It's not about the relationship, okay? And so we went out. The person said, I want to take you out shopping. Or no, let's go out for a day. So we went out, we had lunch. And then he said, I would like to take you shopping. And any girl, any lady, any single lady would love to hear that. Let me take you shopping. Money you're not going to spend. Money someone else wants to spend on you. I mean, who will not be excited? Okay. I was happy that somebody wanted to treat me. Don't get me wrong. I will not lie. Peace person, I'm very serious. December, a DPE. Oh, okay. So Obviously, you want to treat me fine. I'm thinking, okay, let's go shopping. I'm just gonna buy maybe a dress, one item, or one little thing to say to remember that okay, somebody gifted me. And so when we went, we arrived at the shopping mall, and we got into the first shop. I was, looking at things. He said, you know what this person said to me? I was just browsing. While I was still browsing, he came to me and said, shop, 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 shop. This is for you. You need to shop. You need to shop. I brought you here to shop. Like the big man told, and you need to shop. Your budget is limitless. Buy this. And the person was pulling things from the rack. I like this on you. I think this is gonna look good on you. I think you should grab this. And just putting things left and right and almost buying anything and everything. For me, that was off-putting. I was thinking, oh my God, no, I can't deal with it. To me, it was more, I see you like full of pride. You're too proud. Okay. And somebody was probably going to use their money sometime in the future to insult me or to make fun of me. Or somebody will probably see me as a liability. Not that I would be a liability, because I'm hardworking. I'm not going to rely on someone. Mafori Lindis, welcome, sis. I see you. So if you're a man coming to see me and thinking you're coming to brain me or war me using money, no, I will not. I won't fall for it. My mama say I'll empty the shop, or if I was my mama say I'll empty the shop. My mama, you empty the shop. Oh my God, my mama, please don't. And the funniest thing is, my mama, most of the things that I bought, let's just say I bought 10 items, 10 or 15 items I had that day. I only ended up keeping one of them. I gifted everything, because to me, I was not even feeling it. I'm not one of those a person who gets excited with material things like that. Okay. And I've always known that if a man comes to talk to me and brings wealth, it puts me off. So I gifted everything. My sister is here. She's watching me. She knows the story. She's probably laughing at the moment now. But I gifted all those things. I didn't want them. And needless to say, that was the end of me and that person. I never saw them again. We never spoke about anything, and that was it. I was gone. But give this opportunity to any desperate single girl in Cameroon. They will go in and they will go wild, and my fellow mama is saying here. Okay, and that's why they feel like they have to go and get a bush fuller when they are desperate. They're desperate. They want to get married. Their friends have gone ahead and settled. They're desperate. They want to make money. They want to feel like the madams. They want to fall in love. They want to get married to bush fallers. Bush fallers. What's the guarantee? What they don't understand, that these bush fallers will come to Cameroon and flash money. Most of us flash the money because we don't get the time to flash this money when we're in the diaspora. You barely have the time to sit and relax and enjoy yourself. Okay, so when we go back home, we spend that money. People feel like that's how you live your life every single day. That's not the truth. That's not the truth. So those desperate girls want to get a bushfaller, and it doesn't matter what the bushfaller is, even if it's a criminal, even if it's a thief, even if it's a drug dealer. As long as it's a bushfaller, the desperation is like, I want to fall bush. I want to get married. I will get married to whoever it is, as long as my motive is to go to Europe, to go to America, to go to wherever. Desperation is pushing a lot of us. Those same bushfallers, the men that come to you, single ladies, who are so desperate to get married to them, you need to come and see the life that we live here in the diaspora, in Europe or America. You need to understand, it's not easy. It's not easy. The reality is, your hopes will be dashed, because when you come, the same lifestyle that you saw the bushfaller, throwing when they are there for their 2 weeks or 3 weeks vacation, you're not going to see that here. And that's why you hear a lot of these desperate girls coming to America or Europe and running off with another boy, because the life they were hoping to get, when they arrive, that life is nowhere to be found. Sit with your little taxi driver. Sit with your carpenter who is struggling and trying to make life, who cares and values and respects you. It's not all about the money. It's not all about the money. Some of you are desperate now because you've gotten so many amazing suitors come your way. Great guys, great men, amazing. But because they didn't pull, a car, they didn't come to your house with a car, a Lamborghini or Range Rover 2022, or they didn't, show you private jet, or they didn't show you the latest Gucci shoes, or what have you not, you have turned them away and you're waiting for a bushfella, desperately waiting for a bushfella to turn up and whisk you off your feet. But my dear, the reality is life in the diaspora is not bonbon. It's not easy at all. That's what a lot of you desperate singletons you don't understand. Life is not easy. It's not easy at all. Some of you are desperate now because you've turned your suitors, your rightful partners away. There's a friend that well, not a friend, but a quarter sister, somebody who live in the same area with. I often ask myself, why is she not married? Because she's beautiful, she's independent and all, okay? But then thinking about it, I remember there's so many suitors that have come and gone, and she turned them down, waiting for the American wonder dream to come and take her. And needless to say, she's not married. And marriage is not for everybody. People are desperate because they feel like marriage, they have to get married. Marriage is an achievement. Marriage is not an achievement. If you feel like marriage is an achievement, that's when you're going to feel the most desperate. If you feel like marriage is what's going to make you happy, then you're thinking just the wrong way. Marriage is just one of those things that can make you fulfilled. It's not necessarily going to bring you happiness. It doesn't make you any better. It doesn't make you any better. So if you're waiting for your bushfella to come and the bushfella comes and takes you, people come here and run. There's a story of a friend who came to the UK, and saw the way the bushfella fiance was living, and she took off. She left him because she wasn't seeing all the money that he was lavishing on him. She already knew she'd arrived. She had achieved in life. She has her financial stability. Her husband or soon-to-be husband was going to lavish her and spoil her rotten. He was a rich person from what he was showing. But no. 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 You will be disappointed, my dear sisters. You will be disappointed. Because life in the diaspora is tough. Yes, Nola Mina, she ran. She left him. She dumped him like an old rag. And the guy went depressed. The guy was so depressed. And that's why, exactly, she faced her reality. They're not together anymore. Sister girl, I see you, darling. Please, as you come in, like the video, I see you. Yeah, she left because the guy used to go back home, and the guy will come, even bought her a car. Like the usual bushfella things, right? They entice you with all these things, and you're leaving your poor carpenter because you want a bushfella boyfriend. You're desperate to get the bushfella boyfriend, and the bushfella will deal with you, with no mercy. The guy will buy her a car. The guy will, take her and her friends out to Ayaba Hotel. They will go out clubbing. They'll go out for lunch, for dinner, expensive places. And she knew that this is the kind of life she was coming to live in the UK. And when she came, it was none of the above. They didn't even have a car to drive in. She didn't have a car to drive in that was hers. She did not have. She couldn't even go to the same restaurant, even the cheapest restaurants, to go and sit and eat. She couldn't even have the time to meet friends. This guy was working, day in, day out, 12 hours long shift, no time to spend together, no quality time together. And this lady looked at him and thought, you know what? This is not what I signed up for. And she packed her bags and she took off. She packed her bag and she took off. And that's the shock that a lot of these desperate singletons would experience. That's a shock that a lot of them will experience. People are so desperate that they want to keep a man at all costs. We hear a lot about nudity. What is this craziness about nudity? Why do we single women or girls feel like to keep a man, you have to be sexual? We are so desperate to keep a man. We're so desperate to keep a married person. We're so desperate to, to hook a friend's husband, a friend's fiance, a friend's boyfriend. Sexually, we feel like if we do that, we entrap them and they cannot live. Who has fooled us? Who has cursed us, single ladies and women? I can't tell how many times I've said on my camera that stop sharing your nudity. Greener pasture, sis, Ashia. Zenny Coffee Shop, welcome, darling. I see you. All right, sis, Greener. Why do you feel like you have to be sexual to keep a man? That's why you see all those side chicks trying to do all those pornographic moves when it comes to somebody's husband, because they feel like if they do that, that's going to keep the man for them. No, it doesn't work like that. Von Boris, what is that? I saw a name. Von Boris' main baby, Ascendo. Welcome, darling. I want to know if these men also send their news. They don't, Tata Mono. This is the problem. This is the problem. Most of these men, you will never see their nakedness. But because these women are so desperate and they feel and they have it in their mind that if they are sexual or they show their nakedness to a man, it's very enticing, and that's going to lock the man in that he will not think of anyone else but them. You're fooling yourself. Your desperation is clouding your judgment. Your desperation is clouding your judgment. I always say to people, it doesn't matter, even if it's your husband, your fiance, don't give your nude pictures. Don't send out your nude there, because trust me, you see that same affection or lovey-dovey thing that people are exercising? When it goes sour, that love can turn into hate. And when people hate each other, they battle and they use their most dangerous weapon. And when they know the most dangerous weapon they have is your nudity, they will blast it out there. They will blast it out there. Sex has never kept, is not the thing that keeps a relationship. So if you're desperate and you feel like you want to keep a man or someone else's husband through sexual intercourse, you're wasting your time. I'm talking to every single woman, every single lady. You're wasting your time. By doing that, you're giving a level to yourself. You're telling the man how to treat you. You're showing your desperation. You're saying, I'm willing to do anything it takes to keep you, even if it means selling myself. God. That's the level of desperation that we, or a lot, not we, I'm married now, so I'm saying a lot of those single ladies and single women are doing these days. I was shocked when I heard that a single person has given their nudity to a married person. Why would you, a single person, send your nude image or pictures or videos to a married person? Why? If this is not desperation, then what do we call this? What is it exactly? If this is not desperation, what is it? Is that how desperate we are as single women to keep a man? You would send your nude pictures? That person is not going to respect you. That person is going to treat you like a piece of trash. Because if you want them to respect yourself, you will keep yourself and, compose yourself, carry yourself with some certain level, degree of respect. Relationship is not kept by sex. There's more to it. It's character. It's character, my dear. It's character. It's your behavior. It's not by how many styles you can give to a man. You can give all the positions that you like on this earth. Like I said, men are very funny. Men are very funny. A man can go and have an affair or fling with a woman. There's no emotion or attachment, any feelings attached. And it's the same that they can do with you, a desperate chick, a desperate side chick. When you show you're desperate, they will pounce on you and pound on you like overripe bananas. You're going to be like a national cake. You will be like a national cake that everybody needs to come and cut a little bit and go. And when you're a national cake, we live in a small world. Exactly, Lily. Lily said, think, not think. No strings attached. No strings attached, Mama. They don't. Men don't attach any strings to those. They have their flings. That's why a man can have a one night stand, and if you ask them the next day, they don't remember you. They don't. Because that's just how they've been built. It's in their nature. So you can remove all the nude pictures on this earth and present it to a man. If they don't want you, they will not have you. They will just come and, get what they want to get and move on. And you become the laughing stock. If sex was the main thing that was keeping relationship, we will not have couples celebrating 50 years wedding anniversary or 60 years wedding anniversary. We will not have them. We will not have such couples, because as you get older, responsibility changes, priorities changes, You don't have that same zeal or that same energy or strength to want to be intimate with your partner every day. Okay? If you are young, you're probably doing it 5-6 times a week. As you get older, especially when you have kids, when kids come into the equation, trust me, your focus is the child. The focus becomes that of the child. And then you start limiting the amount of time that you guys spend and you're intimate together. Talk less of when you get, old, when you become of age. Those things don't matter anymore. What matters is companionship. Somebody who understands you, somebody who gets you. So if a man wants you, a man will want you for your character, not by the number of nude pictures or pornographic styles that you can provide or give them. Maybe if I say this, it will make sense to some of these young ladies who may watch me someday. You're so desperate to get married. And that's the funniest thing. When these young girls are desperate to get married, they don't think of the future. They don't think of the consequences, especially when it comes to this nudity. You don't think of the consequences that this could have on you and your future family. especially when you end up not getting married to whoever has your nude images. Some of you may well be blessed, and in the future you become ministers, delegates, influential people. But your nude images are somewhere, and technology never forgets. The internet never forgets. You will be sitting in your office one day as a prime minister or the high commission somewhere, and somebody would come from nowhere, internet trolls, you don't know who it is, unidentified trolls, and they will have your Lady Garden displayed to the wall like that. Full display. And that's when you understand the repercussion of sharing your nudes out of desperation to keep a man. Ladies, as soon as a man starts asking for pictures, just know he is bad seed and don't respect you. Exactly. Any man who respect you will not ask. They will wait. They will be patient. If a man should ask you to send their nude pictures, tell them to send theirs. If they must have nudes, let them send theirs to you. Okay? And he will send it back to them. That's what we should be telling them. Greener pasture. I give you one man for this talk. You just talk, Bella. Picking them don't take man attention and power all. Exactly. Honestly, sis. Yes. But the love between me and hubby is still strong. So they, yes, that's what matters. People don't understand. Greener pasture. Sis. People don't understand. When you're young, you'll be doing this thing non-stop. You can do 5 times in a day. In the morning, you wake up, you're there. In the night, you're going to bed, you're there. Afternoon, you're sweating under hot, high temperatures, you're there. It's cold there. As you're getting older, it fades away. And if that's the only thing that you use to trap a man, your relationship is not going to last. It will not last. Because all those ties you're providing and giving, you will not be able to provide. Your waist must have given way. Old age comes with all the aches and pains. You will not be able to give all those your positions anymore. And the man will be looking for those side chicks. And you'll be very lonely in your old age. So lonely in your old age. So please. Tata Monono also said, and Bella, if a man send a nude to a woman without the woman sending her own, what is that? Tata Monono, it means it's an ineffective nudity. Okay, it means that means the woman is not interested in such act. That's what it means, Tata Monono. If you're asking for somebody's nudity, my niece, she's here, she's watching me. I'll tell her story. I'm not going to call her name. She's here. She's watching me now. She's under the show. She had a suitor. Okay, this suitor was in Dubai. And they are they're very open when it comes to relationship. They talk to me about anything and everything. That's one thing I love about the relationship I have with my nieces. So she rushed me and she said, Auntie, I have a suitor. There's this guy I've been talking to, and we've been chatting casually, and he's trying to get things serious. And recently, he's asked me to send him my nude pictures. And I said, hold on. I said, what did you just say? And she said, oh, he's asking me to send some nude photographs. I was like, nude photographs? She said, yes. I was like, okay. Let this be the last time you would mention his name or take his call. And my nieces respect me a lot. Needless to say, that was the end of that relationship. You've never met a person. You've never met this young girl. Beautiful as she is, hardworking, intelligent, because she's my niece, obviously. You have the nerve to say to her, can you send me nude photographs or nude pictures or nude videos? And for any desperate girl like the one we see on social media nowadays, they would send it because they want to fall bush. And I'm advising all my young single girls and ladies, if you are tempted to send your nudity, why do you even send it with your face? Why? I know there's Photoshop nowadays, but to avoid all this, it's no to nudity. Do not send any nude pictures or videos to anybody. They will use it to blackmail you. If not now, in the future. They will. And when you're desperate, you don't think about it. It's when it dawns on you that you have your nudity is with somebody, your enemy, your senses would now start to recollect or regroup, that it will be too late. It will be too late. So my advice to all the singletons and young women is, instead of feeling desperate to get married, using marriage as a trophy, desperate to use marriage as an investment, invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Invest in your self-confidence. Stop putting pressure on yourself. Stop giving yourself that timeline, giving yourself the time frame. Yes, it's okay to have a plan, a future plan to say, within the next 10 years or 15 years, I want to be able to settle and get married. But if it doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world. It means your chapter is still to come. And not everybody would get married. The world is evolving. Sometimes we are so desperate to get married, we don't even understand the complexity of marriage, like my sister Peace Person is saying. Marriage is very complex. People don't understand. It's not a bed of roses. So if you're going in there for the wrong reason, out of desperation, you will not survive it. You will not survive it. It takes a lot in a marriage. It takes understanding. It takes compromise. It takes intimacy. It takes encouragement. It takes communication. It takes sacrifice. It takes selflessness. And when someone is desperate, they will never sit back to think about all the important things that comprise or the components that make up a good union. There's no perfect union. A good union or a great union. What Auntie Titi is saying. Tata Monono. Okay, no, Tata Monono. Some boy don't send me Iono. I just blocked the boy straight. The boy saw me after a year or two. He said, I know you only deny way. I know only deny way. I deny say not me. Ah! You deny it's not me, you. Kelly Makochi, yes, please. You don't entertain it. You don't have to entertain that at all, whatsoever. You don't entertain it whatsoever. So please, let's stop with all the desperation. Let's stop. Lily the lady say most men secretly prefer a reserved woman. They don't like giving. Yes, like they don't like it giving all on the plate. Yes, they will just hit and pass. They do, and that's how they'll treat you. And I said, Lily, if you were here, if you make yourself bananas, monkeys will feed on you. Men like women who are very reserved, women with value, principle. They respect you. When you're an easy target, when you are a free or cheerful giver or national cake, you'll be treated like one. And men understand when women are desperate. They do, they see it, and they will treat you as a desperate cow. So please, my young ladies, my young singletons, whatever we do, let's impact ourselves, let's empower ourselves, because men find it attractive when a woman is hardworking, when a woman is well behaved, is well mannered, When a woman understands herself, her self-worth, they respect that. That's what you need to do. And let's be realistic in life. Sometimes we allow our own spouses, our own better halves, our life partners, because we are so desperate to want to marry somebody who's traveled abroad because we want an opportunity to travel abroad. And your real husband is right there next to you and you cannot see it. Yet, you're desperate to get married. Look for somebody that you can build your future together with. Somebody that is hardworking. Somebody that is a good team player. That you can build your empire, a beautiful one together. Somebody who understands your weaknesses and can support or balance that or complement that so that you can grow. Somebody who can encourage you. Those are the kind of things that you should be looking out for. Marriage is not a trophy to be won. Marriage is not a trophy to be won. It's a conscious decision. And if you take decisions unconsciously, you would have very drastic outcome. And that's what a lot of us single ladies are facing now on this very social media street. I hope we can learn a lesson. And I will plead on all my single sisters. Do not feel like you have to be sexual or expose nudity to a man as a way of keeping them. That will never land you in a good place. Stop the desperation. Stop the jumping from one man to another. We live in a small community. People talk. Sometimes we wonder why we don't get suitors. We don't have real, genuine, tangible relationships. It's because we've been sleeping around from one man to another, dropping our pants from one bachelor's house or married man's hotel room to the other. And they sit and they have common friends and they talk about it. And your name keeps popping up. And they're using you as a ping pong ball because the word goes around that there's a national cake in the city. Let's all go and feed on it. And you're very oblivious to it. Yet your desperation just keeps getting higher and higher and higher without you knowing that your behavior has actually landed you where you are. So sometimes when you feel like you're desperate or you feel like the marriage is not forthcoming, sit back and ask yourself why. Is that what you really want? Is that what's going to make you like really happy or fulfilled? Is it something that you're doing, your behavior that may have put off those men? Because you may well just be doing things that are wrong in the eyes of very serious, responsible men. So let's stop with the desperation and focus on ourselves. Focus on yourself. Build yourself. Build your independence. So that if at all you don't even get married, you don't even get the man, you are still able to sustain yourself. We have single women nowadays with kids and they're doing it and doing it so well, even better than women who are married. So let's not be desperate, my dear sisters. Don't be. Not marrying someone doesn't mean all hope is lost. There's more to life than just being a Mrs. Sometimes you could be a Mrs. with just that title, but then you're not treated without giving the respect that's given to a Mrs. Sometimes it's better to be that single person and be respected in your society than be a free giver with no respect at all. So I thank you everybody for watching today. I'm hoping that this message will touch one or two persons. Share as much as you can, please. I hope you guys have found we've shared our ideas and you find it very interesting and educating to ourselves. I really Mr. Al, welcome, darling. You're late. You're coming when you're just closing. Kelly Makochi, where Queen Mother, your mother, Mami Wakuna, is an advocate of no sending nude, but her child is seriously sending naked pictures. Kelly Makochi, never ever send a nude picture to anybody, my dear baby sis. Please. Very interesting and educative as always, Bella. Thank you so much, the way Doreen. Please, guys, I've said it. The number, the Momo number I've pinned on my show there, please, is for our sister Yvette Mokom. I'm pleading on you guys. Tata Monono, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye and see you soon. That Momo is for Yvette Mokom, our very own positive sis who has been down with ill health issues. So please, let's support her. Give her the little you can. If you can't support her financially, you can support her spiritually by praying for her and hoping that she will join us very soon. So yeah. So I'm going to give a shout out to my beautiful people who have been here with me. Thank you so much, Lily. I appreciate you, sis. Any help will do. I really do appreciate it. I will really, and she will appreciate it. She's such a lovely soul. She will appreciate any help. I'm just gonna give a shout out. So yeah, Laura Doreen, thank you so much, sis. I really appreciate you. Thank you, bye, sis. I really appreciate you. Nola Mina, thank you, beautiful sis. I appreciate you. Mama, thank you so much, darling, for coming. I appreciate your time. Kelly Makochi, thank you, my love. Peace person, my mama for life. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Justice for the innocent. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tabieno, thank you so much, dear. Thank you so much. Yes, healing mercies to her, my mama. Healing mercies. Nana Chocolates, my chocolatey beautiful sis. Thank you so much for coming. Ma for reading this. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. Zenith Coffee Shop, Greener Pasture, my sissy woman. Well, please. Thank you. Von Boris Main Baby. Thank you, darling. I appreciate your time with me. Thank you. Mr. Al, thank you. You came in a bit late. I hope you get a chance to rewatch. Rebecca Cole, oh, I see. Thanks for coming. We're just closing. Chubby, pretty. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you all so much for always being there and supporting. Please like the video if you haven't done so, and share, please. We are almost there. I need almost hitting a watch hour target, so please keep sharing the video. I'll rewatch for sure. Bye, people. Thank you so much. Let's play our beautiful music as we leave. Let's enjoy ourselves as we say goodbye to each other. Thank you all so much. I appreciate. Hey, Chuba, choo, let me dance a bit, choo. I want to know. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. You're my prayers and yeah. Come on in. See you guys on Friday. Hey, yes, Brina. Saka. Hey, give me long for the money you give for me. Hey. Give me loan for the money where you give for me, love. Give me loan for the money where you give for me. Hey. My family, they look up to me. Bye, guys. See you on Friday. Hey. Bye, Mama. Thank you so much. Oh, my sister for life. Bye, guys. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much. Chubby dance, dance, chubby dance. Hey, hey, hey. Mm. Thank you, guys. Bye.